happy to say that I was a member of the U.S. Paralympic soccer team, and I was thank you. Wow. Where were you guys at the games?
Josh Blue is a 42-year-old comedian who is currently competing on season 16 of America's Got Talent. Josh was born to Walter and Jackie Blue in Cameroon, West Africa, where his father was a world language professor. When Josh was born, he initially experienced breathing difficulties. His breathing began to improve, but 2 days later he started having seizures. The next morning, his parents decided to medevac Josh to Children's Hospital in Buffalo, New York. Josh soon recovered and returned to Cameroon, a normal, healthy baby. However, it wouldn't be long before his parents began to notice the signs of cerebral palsy. Shortly after return to Africa, the family moved to St. Paul, Minnesota, where Josh, the youngest of 3 children, grew up. Josh was not maturing at the same pace as his siblings, and his parents sensed that something was wrong. Josh explained, "I was a little delayed with sitting up and crawling." Around the age of 1, Josh was diagnosed with spastic hemiplegic cerebral palsy and has limited use of one of his arms. State-of-the-art medical facilities were not available in Cameroon when Josh was born, and he suspects this may have played a part in his cerebral palsy. Josh has always been funny. In high school, he used his sense of humor as a defensive mechanism, helping to pair the differences between him and his classmates. After starting college, Josh realized that comedy came more easily to him than his peers. He attended Evergreen State University in Olympia, Washington, where he earned a liberal arts degree. Josh began getting serious about comedy, and suddenly it clicked. He started attending open mic nights around Olympia and soon began building a following. "I was focused on performing and writing all through college," he said. "I was encouraged to go for it by my friends, and I just kept at it." Another activity Josh kept at was soccer. After graduating college, Josh met a woman with cerebral palsy who swam in the Paralympics. I had never ever heard of it. She saw me playing soccer and said, "You know there's a team for you, right?" The woman handed Josh an email address for the Paralympic soccer coach on a tiny piece of paper. Josh kept the email for a few months before having the courage to email the coach. "Hi, my name is Josh Blue. I have cerebral palsy, and I'm a damn good soccer player." A week later, he got a response. "Nice to meet you, Josh Blue. We're always looking for damn good soccer players." 2 weeks later, he was on the team, which eventually led to Josh competing on the U.S. Paralympic soccer team in the 2004 Athens Paralympics. For the next several years, Josh worked on his timing, delivery, and improvisational skills as he pursued his dream of life as a comedian. In the summer of 2006, Josh's career received a major boost when he won NBC's Last Comic Standing.
Heard about a guy in Florida who got attacked by an alligator trying to save his girlfriend's dog. I wouldn't even wrestle an alligator to save my girlfriend.
A few days after his Last Comic Standing win, Josh returned to his hometown of Denver, Colorado to record his 1-hour comedy special, Josh Blue, 7 More Days in the Tank. 7 Days was later edited into a half-hour comedy special that aired on the Bravo network. Josh also made several TV appearances, including a recurring character on Comedy Central's Mind of Messina, and becoming the first comedian to do stand-up on The Ellen DeGeneres Show. In August of 2008, Josh married his girlfriend, Yuko Kubota, who he met through a mutual friend. For Josh, it was love at first sight, but he says it took Yuko some convincing. Coming from a Japanese family, Josh had to travel to Japan to meet her parents. Concerned, Josh asked if Yuko had mentioned his health condition to her family. Displaying a little of her own dry humor, she replied, "No, but I did tell them you were white." The couple would go on to have 2 children, Simon and Sika, before divorcing in 2014. Josh continued to perform while building a very impressive comedy resume. In February of 2009, Josh appeared in a low-budget horror film Fest 3, The Happy Finish. The following month, Josh debuted in a new special, Comedy Central Presents Josh Blue. In 2010, Josh was voted the 13th best comedian in Comedy Central's stand-up comedy showdown. The next year, he received the honor again, this time as the 11th best comedian in Comedy Central's stand-up comedy showdown. In 2012, Josh released his third one-hour special, Sticky Change, which aired on Showtime and Netflix. 2012 was also the year Josh released a music CD titled Josh Blue and the Hooligan Stew Review. In 2016, Josh released his fourth one-hour special, Delete, which aired on Hulu and Amazon. 2018 was another big year for Josh. He appeared on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, where he performed a set about an experience with a homeless person.
This dude is coming towards me, and I'm like evaluating my life. Like, okay, well, how bad do I look that this homeless dude is trying to help me out?
That same year, he received the opportunity to perform at the William H. Macy Gala during the Just for Laughs Comedy Festival in Montreal, Canada. He wrapped up 2018 by recording his fifth one-hour special, Broccoli, which was released in 2020. Josh currently does over 200 shows a year and has risen through the ranks to become a well-established headliner at venues throughout the world. When not on the road, Josh spends his time at home in Denver, Colorado with his children and girlfriend, Mercy. Josh's love of performing prompted him to audition for season 16 of America's Got Talent, saying, "After a year we've had, I think the world is just ready for some laughter." For his audition, Josh joked about his disability and the way he's perceived when he's in public.
You know, I'm not from California, but I look like I am. Just another wobbly guy on the sidewalk.
He ended the audition by thanking the audience and saying it was the best Make-A-Wish ever before receiving a standing ovation from all four judges. The performance earned the comedian 4 yes votes, and he advanced to the quarterfinals. For his quarterfinal performance, Josh joked about his experience as a disabled person.
But we're also the only minority group that you can join at any time.
After the performance, Judge Simon Cowell said, "I adore you. I think you're going to sail through to the semis. I think you're going to make the final. Good for you." During the results show the next day, Josh learned he earned enough votes to advance to the semifinal. Having advanced from the semifinal round, Josh now finds himself in the finals with a shot at winning the competition. Do you think Josh Blue has what it takes to win season 16 of America's Got Talent? Let us know in the comments below, and thank you for watching.